Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I guess I'm gonna do some wiring because I've been slacking on that part, and I gotta change the wiring for my new switch. I have to change the wiring to the ends from the old switch so the colors match up to what's on the bike. So I'm just double checking a couple things to make sure I'm putting the right wires in the right order. Just using my multimeter on, I think I got it on continuity, so I can see which way the switch is flowing. So I'm going to start with the easiest one first, the low beam and the high beam wires. And let's see, where am I at? New switch. So the blue wire goes over to the, which one is it? Low beam should be green. Yeah, and we have continuity there. And then I'll just double check, make sure I got the right one for high beam. Should go through to the yellow. And the meter changed, so I'm good to go on this side. Now, I just want to double check the other side. So I believe the power goes in, the yellow white. And low beam should be white. And it goes through there, and then I'll switch to high beam. And it should go through the blue. And it does. So for cutting and stripping the wires, I decided I'm going to try these connectors here. Heat shrink / solder connectors. You heat them up, the solder melts, holds them together. Should be less bulky than trying to use crimp connectors. And I did a little test one and turned out pretty good. You just got to remember, try not to heat them up too much because I melted through a bit. So, all right, let's try it. Which one am I? So, cutting off the ends. I'll start with the blue. And it's not the most fun part of the job, but you still got to do it. The wires are so dainty. The blue, what did I say was going to the blue? That was the yellow white. After this, I got to try and cut them all at even lengths so it plugs back into the junction block. That shouldn't be too bad. So there, I got those trimmed back. And you grab one of these fancy little things here. If I remember correctly, I just split them apart a little. Slide it down. Just looking, see which way the best way to do this. I did a couple test ones, and I think the best way was just sort of together, and I twisted them up. Oop, not like that though. This might take a little bit longer than just straight crimping them, but all right. If you hold your eyebrows just the right way, Listen to what the crows tell you. There we go. It's twisted together a bit better. And then this comes up and you center it. There's two little red tabs there. I think that's glue so that there, so water doesn't leak in. And then, oh, can't see fire outside. I have a heat gun, so just using a little torch there. You can see when it starts to heat up, the center will hopefully start to melt soon. See the glue melting? Ah, there's the solder spreading out. Oh, I'm trying to hide away in the wind here, but it's not quite working. But there we go. That should, I don't know how good you can see that. I can't see the other side of the screen, but that's a nice little, we'll let it cool down a second. I'm probably going to end up putting a bigger thing of heat shrink over top of a few at a time to, just to seal them up a little better. And let's see how that works. All right. Right there. Pick the right color. Oh, there it is. All right, she's got a connection. These wires are only dainty, but I'm using LED lighting, so it shouldn't have too much of draw going through it. So there's the first wire, and let's get to the next couple. These ones are all going to be cut shorter. So I believe all these ones, yeah, the MadAss wiring all went to one block. And they were all the same length, so I'll have to try and make sure I got everything cut the same length. I'll probably try for, if I just cut the ends off. All right, cut these ones off. These will be the, these ones are going to be the starting point for all the rest. All right. Green means go. Lovely. Some other stuff to do on the bike. I got to get it out and adjust the air mixture screw. I think it's when I had it running, but when I pull the choke off, it doesn't want to take any fuel and it just dies. So white and blue. So that'll be next. It's some good hearing it run. I'll have to still come off of those ones. Need a little extra. It's good. I guess it'd be better to have a little extra than a little not enough. All right, I'm gonna give myself a little. I think that will be the standard I'll be going for. All right. By the last one, I should be really good at this. This is just practice for the next project bike anyway. Alrighty, so let's see, get a couple more of these bad boys out. I got lucky, I picked these up at a local place we have here, Princess Auto, and I think they're going to work pretty good. Alright, where am I at? White is going to green. Wow. Oh. First thing you got to remember, put the crimpy thing on first, or you're gonna have bad time. White to green. Bingo. And he's twisted just enough to hold them together. Centered the little solder joint. Make some fire. Make a little less fire. I love it when the gust of wind comes along. Oh, and there goes the solder, melting its way through the wires. Just make sure you keep moving it around, because if not, you're gonna have a bad time. And second one, let's see if we can see this. See, makes a nice little solder joint, sealed up with the glue. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side and try not to let the muggles in my brain get carried away, because I think it'll just burn through the plastic. And now, where was I at? Yellow to blue. At least these two are complementary colors. Slide it down through. I don't know if this would be the hardest part of the wiring on that bike, but I want to cut the wiring harness. So there's going to be a bunch of redundant wires in there now because it doesn't have electric start anymore. So I'm going to try and strip the main harness a little bit more. I think the hardest part on that bike is there's no bodywork, so there's nowhere to hide anything. So I might have to get creative. Alright, just stop going for a minute, wind. And to stop. Okay, there's the solder starting to melt. There we go. And there we go. If anything, I can have lights on the bike. All right. Where do you want to go next, Jamie? Oh, Ooh, turn signals. That looks easy. We will go. Where am I going? So I got to cut off the brown white. Actually, let's double check first. Make sure it is right. Yep, she's on. So the brown is the feed going into the lights. And if I turn it left, which way is left? The other left. Left should be the brown one turned on. Ooh. All right, and then right should be dark green. Dark green? Oh, I guess that's a dark green. Come on. And there we go. We got power going through. All right, we'll do the second easiest one then. Brown, white. What color do you get? You get connected to a gray. You get connected to a gray. And I guess we'll cut all three of them off. That one. Dark green. And what did I say the other one was? You know. Dark, oh, brown. Just straight up brown. All right. Let's strip those ends off and then we'll be ready to do the other side. Oh, this end of the harness is much easier. All I got left is the horn after this. I put this off because it was one of the, I thought it was one of the more difficult things. You big dummy. That's all right. I'm just happy it's starting to look like a bike again. All right, and on the other side, make sure these are the right ones also. So I want the gray going into, let's see, gray, and then left was orange. It's not very orange. Left, orange, and left was not orange. Or did I put it right? Come on, big money. I don't think this is working right. I think I had problems with this. Oh, there it is. Which way did I turn it? Okay, right is the light blue. I think I was having problems with that switch when I was trying to make it work anyway. Okay, so. And then that was going to the gray is equal to brown and white. Got that open. Grab another handy dandy connector. Make sure these two things are the same length once they're done. Yes, sir. Should put some music on. I think YouTube would have took it away. Not approved. Sorry, YouTube. I love you. Just the best part is getting to play with the torch. Make fire. Make it shrink. Poopsie's over in the corner reading a book. Probably about crows or something. Either that or someone getting murdered at a bed and breakfast with a fancy name. Let's see. Well, I have to start keeping an eye on my lengths. Oh well, once they're all plugged in, it'll be all right. Okay, who's next? Where did we say the light blue matches with the dark green? Oops. Turn this off. Ah! Uh-oh, that was a bad strip. crispy. There we go. Now let's see if I did it right this time. It's a little better. Not much, but a little. I don't know how much of the wind noise is coming through this mic. But holy jumping. It is breezy. Breezy, breezy, breezy. But it's still a great day to be outside. Oh, I think I got it figured out now. That's it. By the time I get the last one done, by the time I get the last one done, I'll have it perfected. All right. Twist that on. Spark up the Binford 2600 torch. Don't melt my fingers. Geez, I think I'll be using some of these to clean up some wiring on the Bandit. There's a couple things I wired in, but I don't like how I did it. Come on, give me some solder. Oh, there it is. There's the solder. There's the solder. There's the glue. The glue to hold it all together. Oop, don't melt through it. Does anybody else just talk to themselves while they're doing this kind of stuff? All right, where are we at now? I have, oh yes, yes. Brown. It was matchy to the brown. It was the orange when I first wrote it. I couldn't get it to work this time, but it's taken apart enough. Oh yeah, there's an orange one in there. I don't know what that other color is. All right, orange it is. Let's go for it. Oops. Whoa, that was close. Happy accident. Cut her off at the right length instead of giving myself extra. Give yourself extra. It's harder to add on than it is to add off. Subtract. Math is hard. Not really. And then... and then... double check. Make sure you're matched up with your other kids. Oh, there's that one. One guy a little taller than the rest. But the wires will bend enough that it'll be okay. No mistakes, only happy accidents. All right, just fired up. I almost down to the last one. The last one should be easy because it's the horn. That's only 2 wires, so that should just go in and out. Come on, there's the solder. These are fun to use. I'm gonna have to definitely find some more stuff to do. Ooh, driving lights for the car. Ooh, I got a set of horns to put on the car. A set of PS Sport horns I want to put on the car because the OEM horn is not loud enough, you know, for when someone cuts you off, you really want them to know. All right, where are we at? So we're down to the horn. And oh, there's extra wires on this one that aren't being used on this. And I think that was, there's like a flasher light on this one for just flashing your high beams. Okay, where are we at? Let's go with the horn. Black and light green. There's the light green. There's the black. Let's see if I can see where they're... Oh, I can't see through very good on this one. Black should be positive going in, I believe. So, I can get myself to hold this together. There we go. And on this one, I think I can see it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go, black's going to black on this one. We're going for it. It's the worst that could happen. On the horn, I can just switch the 2 wires around if I had to. By the looks of it, I'll be able to get rid of 1, 2, 3. So it was on a 9 plug, and now I'll be down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to put 2 smaller plugs when I do it on the bike, but that's later's problem. Alright, this is going to be the first one with the wire that actually matches the other wires. Alright, where are you at? So I got to match you up with you. Cut you off somewhere around here where my thumb is. Try not to give my thumb a trim while I'm on the way there. And then, how far up are you going to be? Hey, someone throwing something around down the hill. Nope. Throw that off the side so it throws my balance all off. Check to make sure, just about the same way. See, kids, we're almost done. There we go, another one glued together. Oh yeah, everybody except for one, all the lengths are matching. Just because I didn't pay attention that one time. And the pink one. Is going to this light green. Someone driving their smelly old Harley like it's a sport bike. Woohoo! All right, last one. Going on. And look, I didn't forget to put any of the heat shrinks on before I twisted the wires together. That never happens. Usually I'm taking something apart because I forgot to put something important in there first. And watch as I getting all cocky now, I'll burn up the last freaking one. Alright, are you the right length? Right length? Alright. Here we go. The last one. Get this all heated together. Let's see, I'll give you show you the finished product in a second. Oh. I didn't need that hair on my finger anyway. Oh yeah, these are handy little connectors. They're definitely a lot, I'll say, neater than butt connectors, because I find if you don't use butt connectors that you have to put your own heat shrink on, they're bulky. It's hard to make a clean look to them. But here we go. Hopefully, I don't know how good that is, but got all nice little heat shrink soldered in. There's glue on either end, so they're waterproof. And all I needed was, as long as you have one of the wiring harnesses, and all I used was a multimeter set for continuity, and I figured everything out, so it's not that bad. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and hopefully next time we'll hear some noise from the MadAss. We'll do some adjusting of the carburetor. All right, have a good time.